Hey Rich Nation, AJ Rich here, and we're in the finale. Welcome to an Attack on Titan reaction, episode 25, the end of season 1. We are there. I am prepared. We're not going to go into a humongous rant here because you know what happened. We saw Eren finally took the entire episode, but he transformed. He knows it has to be round 2. Eren versus Annie. Annie's attacking everybody in the center. Everyone's gonna die if Eren doesn't do something. This is like the choice. He said there was a choice back in the forest. This is his choice, and he took it. And now he's like, he says the line from the beginning. This this world is cruel. This life is cruel. They don't care. You know what I mean? Like, he has to fight, and that now he's full deep into it. Mikasa's, everyone was fighting Annie, but not with no luck. It's full on. We're in the finale here. We're ready for this. I'm prepared. Oh man, it's been such a good season, such a good show. I can't even I don't know. Like, this has been such a good recommendation, guys. I want to say thank you. Thank you for recommending this show. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to take too long. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, smash that like button, join Discord if you haven't joined Discord, patreon.com/ajrich123 for full reactions, early releases. If you want to check all season 2's probably on there by this point. If you want to check that out. But yeah, I'm prepared. Let's finish this season off. Let's get into this. The wall worshippers. That is so unusual. Like crazy. Oh god. Welp, there goes that entire church. Jeez. The walls didn't protect you there, buddy. Jesus. What, he doesn't care about everybody else dying, just the walls? That's crazy. It sucks because so many people could die here, so many innocent people. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to have a Titan there, huh? Annie doesn't seem to care about really deaths of anybody else either, though, as we've seen. Yep. That facial expression was just strange. Exactly. What? Oh man. He can break through that armor. That ability does not work as well on him. Oh man. Oh shoot. Yeah, everyone's got to be so confused. Like, at least them. They got to be really confused. This is ridiculous, though. I don't understand this. Jeez. He has a gun in his hand. Pretty messed up. Man, with everything destroyed. Oh god. They're not gonna really kill him. That's the only way he can beat Annie. What? Oof. Oh? Oh, is he warped right now? Oh, shit. This is bad. I've been worried about this. Letting himself get out of control. Yeah, he's like powered up. God. Just rip her oh my. He like ripped her face. Yeah, he's completely taken over. Like his whole self is just doesn't. Just like in the beginning when he had no control. Oh, she knows she can't win? Shit. Damn. She looks scared for once. Why do I suddenly feel bad? What? God. Jesus. Eren can't. He's completely gone. Oh shit. He did what he had to do. What? What is... What? Fusing? Oh, he tried to fuse with her. I didn't even know that was possible. What is this? Okay, there's a crap ton of text for some weird reason. What we can share so far, the walls. This year, one blistering hot night, a miner decided to dig under Walsina. Live with their inner ring. Life in Walsina would be pretty nice. That thought had come down suddenly a few days ago as dug with the shovel deep in a coal mine. In a way, you could call it divine inspiration. And so, for the next few days, he wandered along the wall, finally setting on a spot where the dense forest pressed against it. No one would chance upon him, and the overhead leaves would shelter him and his task from the prying eyes of the guards above. On the next night, he began using his trusty shovel. The miner began to dig. The work went smoothly, and before long, the pit was as deep as he was tall. When he could no longer fling the dirt outside, he stuffed it into sacks, climbing a ladder to discard it. Completely dedicated to the task at hand, he took only a few short breaks to drink water and to ease his weary muscles. After spending 20 years of his life digging without a day of rest, the miner knew he was an expert at it, and during that time, he'd learned to dig deeper more quickly and more efficiently than anyone else. Tunnels that would stump any other miner were no match for his shovel. But that day was different. He dug for hours, yet never seemed to go anywhere. As he dug, he probed to either side of the main pit with his shovel, but it was of no use. The wall's foundation seemed to go down forever, deep into the earth, blocking his path at every turn. Still, he persevered. Any thought of digging his way to an easy life inside Walsina had been long forgotten. He simply wanted to conquer the wall. I'm willing to bet all the years I've spent digging that I will beat this wall, he said to himself, wiping the sweat from his brow. The hole was more than 4 to 5 times the miner's height, and when he struck hard rock, he wondered bedrock, but it appeared to be the same material as the wall's foundation itself. The miner swung his shovel down hard on the rock. The shovel shattered, but the rock was unscathed. The miner sighed, and his sigh was deeper than any hole he dug in the previous 20 years. Year 784. Oh, man. That is a ton of text, but I had to go through it. Wait, more? With a frown. Oh my gosh. Am I going to put, you guys are going to get, oh my gosh. Patreon, I'll get this, but I don't know if I'm going to put this on the whole video. My goodness. With a frown, his friend questioned the wall. It's weird, isn't it? The miner said, lifting his drink to his lips. Who knew that the wall went so deep underground? The pair sat across from one another at a table in the back of a tavern in a seedy part of town. Most days, the miner would go there with his friend, his only friend, after work. That day, the day after he tried to dig under the wall, they'd gone there as usual once the workday was done. And then the miner told his friend the story, certain that his friend could keep a secret. Maybe we're surrounded by walls, not only above the ground, but below the ground too, said the miner. Tell me something. What exactly are the walls? His friend cut him off with a cough, glancing around the tavern. The patrons were all busy drinking, hitting on the tavern maid, or yelling one another. No one was watching them, but even so, the miner decided not to say another word about it. If anyone heard him, the military police would be there in an instant. Does it really matter? Just keep on living here as you always have. You're poor, but you have a job every day and enough money that you can drink. Isn't that enough? Yeah, it is. I'll go back to digging. In the end, I guess that's my lot in life. But the next day, the miner didn't show up for work. Nor the next, nor the day after that. His friend went to the house many times, but never saw any sign of him. The miner had no relatives nor other close friends, so there was no one to ask where they'd gone. Unsure what to do, his friend eventually went to the garrison and told them the whole story. The next day, the military police in the garrison organized a large-scale search party. It was a little excessive for one poor miner, even if that miner was a criminal who tried to pass under the walls. His friend could understand why they were so bent on finding him, but they never found a trace of the miner, not even the pit he dug. And one day, his friend also vanished, never to be seen again. That's really strange. So they tried to dig over the walls, but they didn't find anything. And that are 20 years of digging, though. What does that mean? She encased in there? Is that the stuff that she used to shield herself? Damn. Oh, they didn't kill him. Well, I didn't think they would, but... I mean, partly successful, you got Annie, but... Are they gonna punish him? I mean, that's not 100% true. It's possible she could break out of it. That's what they always say, that everything is all for nothing. I mean, I even felt bad for her after that flashback and just everything, but... I mean, he had a whole nother personality. I swore I heard another voice. I swore I heard one. Maybe it's just the Titan voice. That's pretty much the only way he could have done it there. I wonder. I mean, lose your humanity and what else do you have? What was it for? Seems so quiet though, which is abnormal for this show. Oh, so he thinks there's more. He thinks there's more than one. Interesting. It's such a mystery. And what about the basement? What about the key in the basement and what the dad said? What is this? This is by the wall. Oh, whoa! I'm guessing that's like the part of the wall that they were that Annie was like climbing up of. But I want that little last bit we just saw right there. But it showed like a Titan's face, which looked like Aaron's kind of, but there's not anyone hiding in the walls. That wouldn't make any freaking sense. Like, was that just like a I don't know, a creative ending, like just a creative way to show it? That was strange. I know there's 2 other seasons, so it's not like I know it doesn't end here. We got more episodes. I expected more of a, not a conclusion, but just more answers to the questions. We didn't find out about the basement. It was mentioned a long time ago, and we still don't know anything about that. The key, we don't know how that key works because he has the key around him. I don't like this, the key to the basement, but like it's just confusing. That entire part was just never described. Annie's now locked up underneath, in this like cocoon. But yeah, it was very inconclusive. It was great season, great ending. I love this show. This was absolutely, I want to say first off, great recommendation. The show is amazing. The twists and turns, finding, thinking a main character dies, killing off people you wouldn't expect, just kind of like throwing all these curveballs through the entire season. Annie, that's like a ridiculous like plot change and like mystery that I never expected that. That's just, it's crazy. But at the same time, like after rewatching, we noticed that like there's like these hints. There was hints to Annie. There was all these hints about like stuff I never would have like thought of. The show is just beautiful like that, and this was a great conclusion. I mean, I know, like I said, I know there's more seasons, and we're gonna get into the next season 2. But seriously, what was your guys' favorite moment of the season? Like all of season 1, what did you like the most? What did you like the most? What shocked you the most? What was like the biggest twist of the season? One that you like probably like couldn't tell, like just came out of nowhere. I would say my favorite part of the season, that's hard. My favorite part of the season would be episode 5 with Aaron's death. That was a shock, yes, but that moment in general was just absolutely stunning, like to me, because it's just something I never would have expected, but it was just kind of beautiful on its own. The biggest twist though is Annie, because it just comes out of absolute nowhere. Annie and Aaron being alive. I guess that would be a good tie. Like Annie and Aaron being alive was humongous twists that I don't know. There's little bits and pieces that you could figure out, but just watching, me in general, just kind of watching once and going through it, they're major twists, and I was shocked. But seriously, great show. I want to say thank you for watching this entire season with me. I binged this back half, so by the time this comes, you see this, I'm probably super ahead. I would say if you haven't checked out my patreon.com/ajrich123, check that out. There should be an absolute crap ton of stuff on there by now. Our Patreon exclusive series 7 Deadly Sins is on there, probably with a ton of episodes, with a bunch of other cool stuff on there, with probably at least a couple episodes of Attack on Titan season 2 already on there for full reactions and early releases. So I'd appreciate you check that out. Twitch.tv/ajrich for streams. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Smash that like button. Join our Discord. Come talk to us. I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to talk about season 1. I'm gonna have kind of a talk through with that at the end here. So I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. You guys have been amazing, and I will see you on season 2. Bye-bye.